Hey, I'm Rick Harmon, and if you are a real estate agent or broker dealing with California inherited property, I want to give you a few insights. It's not going to be legal advice, certainly not real technical, but I'm going to give you a few videos today that you can walk through and see some of the basic things you need to know if you have a seller who's inherited property who wants to sell. So at some point in time, you're going to have to decide how you're going to contact your prospective sellers in these estates. I use a little formula I call mail, knock, call, and now add social media. And I'm certainly no expert in social media, but what I've discovered is that rather than contacting people by knocking on the door, probably the easiest way is by starting with mail, with a simple mail campaign. And this is way beyond the scope of this video as to what you should include, but I can tell you don't be using postcards and don't use sympathy cards. They're really inappropriate for reaching people by US mail. There are other ways you can do this that are considered in the mail category, but for your purposes, sending out a simple letter, solicitation is a great way to start. So you can also, call people. It's not really offensive if you're appropriate, but don't try to feign any kind of level of sympathy, and just ask people if they're interested in selling or if they have any what the plans are for the property, ultimately what they want to see happen. So calling, if you can get their phone numbers, and I think Property Radar may have information there, and even some of the other sites, and certainly some of the information sites have that. If you are in a property area and you want to knock, it's an absolute appropriate thing to do. Understand that many times the personal representative, meaning the executor or administrator, does not live at the property. Maybe tenants, maybe vacant, may look abandoned, may have weeds and what have you. But you can certainly inspect the property from the outside if you can get to it, if the gates are not locked, if there is such a thing, or if there's a barking dog or what have you that wants to tear your leg off. And of course, social media is a great way. But what's different with social media is that you're now looking for somebody who is either searching for a way to sell a property, and of course, you're not the only agent out there, or somebody who is trying to solve a particular kind of a problem. But social media is a great way to get someone's attention, but the commitment level is much less on that end. It may take a longer time to get them through. So mail, call, knock, social media, easy way to market. And outside the scope of this, but some of the things you can consider are what other people are not doing. Do that. Hey, this is Rick Harmon from CloseProbate.com, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you find it useful, absolutely subscribe to my YouTube channel. And while you're at it, get my weekly blog, Rick's Rants. You can find that at rickharmon.com and subscribe. It's free. You'll get it weekly.